Hello, hello. Good morning. Russell of Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it, but today we do it with Miss Tiffany. Okay, so we got Miss Tiffany English on here as well. This is Monday morning, so that can only mean Miss Tiffany. So what's going on, Miss Tiffany?
I love it. I love it when it's Monday and we're on schedule. we're kind of on time.
Well, actually, no, 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 no,
I
no, no,
was going to say
no,
we're
no.
kind
We're
of.
not on time.
We're.
Okay,
I said we're on schedule. As
nine
in Monday.
o'clock. It's nine o
As in
seven. Nine
as in
o'clock would
Monday.
mean we're on time.
I didn't
Okay,
say on time. I said on schedule.
okay, okay. Well
But yeah,
then.
no, this is good because sometimes we have to adjust. Like either you're out or I'm out. So this is
Oh, is
good.
that what we do?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was getting at.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to do something here. I'm
Okay.
gonna see if this works. You can still see me,
Okay.
right?
I'm about to say while you do that, I'm gonna keep talking.
Okay, please keep talking. You can still see me, right?
I can.
You
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
see me.
Yeah. Yeah, so happy Monday.
Happy
Uh
Monday.
good weekend. Good weekend of kind of rest and relaxation.
Rest
It's
and
important
relaxation.
for us event profs to have some self-care because events are stressful. And
Is
sometimes these hotel managers be stressing me out. So
hotel managers stressing you out? What does that mean, Tiffany? Can you give me?
sometimes, sometimes. But no, I said it was going to be nice today. So I wanted to share I wanted to share on Friday, like my scenario on Friday, because I think last we talked, I was comparing how there's inconsistencies when you're working with sales managers. Sometimes they're on top of it. Other times it's like pulling teeth. And then you came up with like that great analogy, like that hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, so now I'm like, are you a hunter? Are you a go getter? So it's interesting that now that's on my mind. Um, but yeah, so Friday, I still searching for a venue for my next location, and we're coming up to stronger deadline. And I did get some responses back on Friday. Two hotels, same location, very similar costs. Um, and I looked at the contract and I said, you know what, this is Monday's problem. I'm going to review it on Monday. So I'm out and about on Friday and I get a call from one of the venues. And she introduces herself. She says, hey, I just want to introduce myself. I'm the catering manager of so and so. I saw your request come in. I sent you an email, but just wanted to follow up and share a few things and how long I've been here. I mean, literally, just such a great 30-second conversation to where I'm like, huh, that makes a difference. So now this RFP has color to it. You know what I mean? Like it's not just an email. It's her basically confirming the details, but then the personality comes in. And I think we've talked about that before. So I say that can we have our sales managers can do that little extra mile, that extra oomph, because now I think the conversation will last maybe a good 5-10 minutes. And you know what she said, Russell? She was like, can I hear a little bit more about your program? Has it gone on
Hmm.
before? Well, do you come here often? And hey, what about you? Do you want to come do a site visit? Are you local? Questions about me and my program. And when I tell you, it just lit me up because it's it's gotten to a point where I don't get that often anymore. I think I used
Hmm.
to.
That that makes.
Uh,
Hey, I do.
I'm here to say, long story short, that the bar was raised on that. So between two deciding hotels, that person came up
Mm-hmm.
here. So yeah, I wanted to chat about that. I wanted to chat about how sales managers can and planners, how we can work better together. And what happens is you're more likely to get the business that way. You know.
Better together. Okay. Okay. So what you're saying is that you need you need more of something from the salespeople? What is that you need? Tell us what you
Well,
need.
it's a conversation. You know how we talked before. We talked about the we want them to want our business,
Mhm.
and however way you communicate that. I'm not saying you have to leap and cheer and be all fake about it. Use your natural personality, but just convey that you're excited to work with us, that you are looking forward to this business. You know what? How about talk about you already have the business? Talk like that. Hey, you know what? This is going to be a good program. I can feel it, because we're going to do X, Y, and Z. I already have ideas for this. Talk to me like that. Because you're more likely to win the business when it's already in your mind that the business is won.
So
You know what I mean?
you're saying that there's not a lot of enthusiasm from salespeople to get that business. What are you saying?
I mean, I'm not going to generalize this. I'm just saying, in my experience, doing
Okay,
these
there you
multiple,
go. Your experiences.
yeah,
Okay, keep going. Let's
yeah,
do that.
my experience with these multiple programs, it's been a little lackluster these days.
Okay.
So
Okay. So you shared something positive that happened. So we already know about some of the negative stuff, and we don't have to cross that bridge
right,
again. But you're giving their flowers. You're giving someone flowers from last week because something they did that normally does not occur, right?
the email with the phone call follow up does wonders, and
Mhm.
I get that we're so busy these days. And I'm not going to say that I know I'm not the only request. I'm probably not the only request that came in that day. So I understand that. And I get to the point where I communicate a lot via email because I don't have the time to pick up that call, pick up the phone. But what I will say, that 5 to 10 minute conversation changed the trajectory of where that business is going. So do you have 5 to 10 minutes in your day to follow up?
Hmm. Hmm.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I
So
did something. I don't know if that's gonna work, but okay. Okay. I'm sorry.
no
I'm,
worries. No
I'm
worries.
over here playing around and see if what I'm doing is working. I don't even know if it's gonna work or not. I don't know if
Hey,
I should be doing it, but we gonna do it
I feel
anyway.
like every planner has said that at one point in a program. Hey, I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it.
We're gonna try it. We're gonna roll with it, and if it works,
Exactly.
it works. If it
Some
doesn't, well, hey,
sometimes we're gonna have to roll with it.
we tried. We tried. Okay. So, okay, you gonna expound on that?
Oh, I didn't want to take over the conversation, so
You go right ahead.
I
You
wanted to
go right
gather
ahead.
your insight on that, because sometimes I'm up here, and sometimes you have to pull me in and be like, well, the shoe was on the other foot. You know how you do. So
So you want my insight? So you want my insight on this?
yeah, well, I want you to either, well, most likely agree with me. Should sales managers kind of do that extra follow up and a phone call and express their interest, or
Well,
should we?
I'm gonna
Am I
say
reading?
yes.
Well, I'm like, am I reading too much into it? Because I want to be.
No, because this is the thing. It's all about your experiences, right? It's not about me. It's not about someone else, Joe Schmo down the street,
Yeah,
and what he or she is dealing with. It's about you. So, what are you dealing with when it comes to, you're putting things out, you're putting RFPs, and you're not, you got the business. The business is right there,
yeah,
and they should be able to tell that you're interested in their particular property, but you need them to come up with some more information, or it shouldn't be like pulling teeth. They should be volunteering stuff
sure,
instead of the conversation should be a lot different than if it was just someone that they're not even sure if they're going to bring the business to you or not. But it
sure,
seems like you are very interested in that, and they should read that. If they can't read that, well, then they shouldn't be salespeople. Okay.
sure.
So I don't think
Well,
that's
and
asking too much. I don't think
I
it's
say, even if they're not offering information, it's okay to ask questions. it's okay to gather information
Yes.
and making assessments. That
Yes.
that conveys interest as well. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? So I don't want it to come off as you need to have that exaggerated interest and eagerness. I just need that, that professionalism, that working relationship. And again, what are we gauging? We're gauging how this program is going to go beyond the contract. How
Mm-hmm.
are you a partner in this with me? And we talk about this a lot. We talk about when we book sign on scene. I
Mm-hmm.
think because it becomes incredibly important that I have all the information and that I can trust you.
Mm-hmm.
So, sure, an email is great, but when you follow up with that phone call and I hear, one, that interest, two, that professionalism and that expertise when you're asking questions, and three, where you're asking me about my program and who I am and, what's happened in the past. Now, you're upping that trust factor.
Mm-hmm. And
So
yeah,
that's what I mean by, wanting the business.
yeah, and you mentioned one word you mentioned, partnership. Now,
Hmm.
is it a true partnership? Because on both sides, we preach this, right? Oh,
Yeah.
we want to get into this partnership. Oh, we want to partner with you. We want to do this. Okay, do people really understand what that really means? You
Ooh.
know, do they really know understand what the word partnership means? Okay,
Ooh,
that
that's
means
good.
that's giving it. Both sides are giving information. Okay, they want to work together, and they're showing that they want to partner on this program, on this
Yes.
group. So with that comes a lot. I don't have the definition of what partnership is. Let's take a
Is
look
it
at
that
it. Let
that
me.
togetherness for our mutual benefit? I'm just throwing it out there. When I hear partner, I hear we're in this together.
Yeah, yeah. Definition of partnership. A partnership is a legal arrangement where two or more parties co-own and manage a business, profit sharing. That ain't it.
I
That's not what
see.
I'm looking
Yeah.
for. That's not what I'm looking for.
And what's an event
Um,
partnership?
a partnership is. I don't like that definition of a event partnership. Oh, maybe I should look on. Oh, hold on.
Oh, should we ask chat? Chat will have
Oh,
some ideas.
yes.
But you're right. We do talk about that a lot. And, now that you pinpoint it, it may mean different things to different people, and then how heavy is this partnership? Do I expect you to just be in the trenches with me? Do I expect you to be, in the meeting space during the event? So in what range is that partnership? So it's interesting to really kind of just dissect what an event partnership is because it means different things to different people.
Correct. A collaborative relationship where both parties work together toward a shared goal,
Hmm.
delivering a successful event while creating value for the attendees, the client, and the hotel. It's more than just negotiating rates or signing a contract. A true partnership is built on trust. Both sides communicate openly and honor their commitments. Communication, regular updates, quick responses, transparency before, during, and after the event, shared goals. The planner wants a successful event, and the hotel wants a satisfied client who returns. They don't even
Mm.
ask for the business. They don't even ask for you to come back. You know what I mean? So that okay. So
Yeah.
let's move forward though. Problem solving, working together to overcome challenges rather than assigning blame, long term thinking, building a relationship that leads to future business referrals and mutual success. So there you go. So there's like five things. One, two, three, four. Yeah. Five things in a true partnership. It's built on trust, communication, shared goals, problem solving, and long term thinking.
Ooh, I like that.
Boom.
Oh,
So So people out there, people out there, the hotel salespeople, is it a true partnership that you're looking for? Because that's part of it. Okay. So if you can't trust each other, if you don't communicate, you don't have shared goals, the working together to overcoming challenges, long-term thinking. If you don't have those things, it ain't a true partnership.
I love that.
So
So
yeah.
I want to touch on the shared goals part, because in that case, are those goals being shared? And so from the planner side, is the planner sharing the goals with the venue, with the hotel? And if they're not meeting the goals, is it their fault because they didn't know? So it's interesting that goals is a part of it, when a lot of times that's not shared, at least from my experience. We have internal goals, we have, team goals, we have strategic goals, but are those specific event goals shared with your venue, who you said you want to be a partnership with?
Do you share your goals with
that's
them?
interesting.
Do you share your goals?
You know what? And now that I'm thinking about it, because we're doing this, we're doing this on the cuff. I share more of a summary, but I don't think it's really laid out with goals and the metrics of success.
But do they ask for that?
No.
What equals success for you on
Oh
this
my
program?
gosh, that would be such a changer in the in the conversation and the strategy. No, I don't get asked that. I get asked, that's typical. How many people? And we have these standard conversations. How much space?
Dates and space. Rates, dates, and space.
See, that must be a hospitality thing.
Well, a lot of times, I mean, you've gotten that. They've given you that. You probably just not conscious of what that really means.
Right.
A lot of times, that's what they. Okay, you're interested in this group. Okay, you send us RFP. What are the rates? Do we have the rates? Okay, these are the rates. These are the dates. Do you have the space? Okay, we do have the space on this day, or we don't have the space on this day. Can you come on this other date? Right. So that's what we're, we don't, and I'm not saying everybody, but forming a relationship and a partnership, it's more than just talking. It's more than just going to these conferences that many of us go to and like, oh, we want to partner with you, we want to do this, we want to do that. I mean, this goes on both sides, the planner side as well as the hotel side. But do we, and I'm going to say we, meaning both parties, do we really know what that means? Do we really share all those things? Maybe some past experiences that we had, some past failures, some past successes. I mean, this is what happened the last time, and we don't want this to ever happen again.
That is good insight. Why are we getting those questions? I'm like, we as planners, hey, if hey, I'm doing this, it's a rinse and repeat. I'm doing this program, duplicating it in different cities. Oh, okay. So what has happened in the past that you didn't like, or what would you like better? Oh my gosh. Now that opens up things. Oh, well, you know what? I didn't like how they had the food set up in the room. Okay, cool. We can have it outside in the foyer. Make sure, would that work for you? I was really upset because we didn't have a whole lot of directional signage. It was just one little small detail in the marquee in the front. Oh, okay. We have, we have stanchions that we can put signage there. Do you want us to create a sign, or do you have some signage? These are 5x5. So now you're giving me more information based on your venue need. You see, what, Russell? See, now you light me up with this. This is juicy.
I see. Okay. Someone got a comment, a mutual agreement to overcome adversity, to reach goals, to achieve expectations in a group together. Okay. Yeah, I like that.
That partnership definition, I like it.
That's a partnership. I like that. Thank you very much, Roger. Appreciate that. So like I said, I mean, and like I said, it goes both ways.
Sure.
Are we sharing those things? But they have to ask like you say, hey, I didn't like what happened on on our last program, and I don't want to repeat that. Well, they have to ask, like, what happened on your last program? They have to.
And I'm not going to suggest that. I'm not even going to say, oh, this happened, this is something bad. That's a probing question that should be on the sales manager's, checklist, you know?
You think that should be on their checklist?
Well, I'm sorry, on their, when they're trying to get more information. I don't know if it's a checklist or whatever.
Okay. All right.
Interesting enough, Russell, checklist is on my mind. So I said I was going to be nice today. I'm shouting out these sales managers. I had another great conversation on Thursday, finalizing an event. And of course, we're going over the logistics. And sales manager reaches out and says, hey, your F&B is due such and such date. Can we schedule a call when you're free? And mind you, I'm looking through the menu. I'm like, I can do this. I'll send it through email. But, I took the call and get on the call. Sales manager says, hey, I have a checklist to go through. Do you mind if we go through that? Or do you have any questions and want to go from there? And I'm like, give me your checklist. So that was one of the things, hey, I want to confirm the F&B and the guarantees, but I want to get clarification in your program, because you can only do so much via email. You can only do so much via RFP. And usually what happens is this back and forth email communication that, oh yeah, we forgot about this. Oh, we forgot about that. And as we're doing this, we're on a Teams call, and sales manager is putting, hey, this is what the setup looks like. Does this look great? And I'm like, hey, can we move, a table here and, based on our numbers? He's like, yeah, I did it live instantly. Boom, bam, send me everything we talked about in the summary. And it was all so efficient and less than 30 minutes. So another reason that I felt like, hey, we're in this together. That was a true partnership, because the sales manager took the initiative to say, let's get on the call. Let's clarify. Let me clarify any questions you may have. Let me understand in my eyes what the program's going to be. Let me hear who's going to be there on site, because I'm going to make sure I'm going to greet them. And I felt that this is, one of the examples of this is how a working partnership successfully works. When someone is making sure they're taking care of all the details, quick and easy. And I did love that checklist. So, yeah.
And that didn't happen. That hasn't happened before.
I'm not going to say not before, but again, far and few between these days. And I will say that a lot of times I feel that sales managers take the lead of the client. So if I sit there, the F&B is due, I send an email saying this is what it is. Mm-hmm. Now, this person took it upon themselves to say, let's schedule a quick call to make sure we get all the details. And that leading, the control of that was it was sufficient, It didn't take long, one. And I imagine it got more clarity than this back and forth email communication. That person has everybody's name who's on site, their information. So they're not scrambling the day before or the day of to figure things out. And they have a well-rounded view of what they can expect. So to your point, it does go both ways. Okay. I need my information as well as they need their information to do what they can with the room and the setup. And, and to hear, hey, from what it sounds like, we should set things up here based on, the crowd control and yada, yada. So they're putting in their expertise based on the information that they're getting.
Okay.
Win-win,
That's how it should be, right? That's
30 minutes. That's it.
That should be the goal. The goal initially should be a win-win, but even before we get to the win-win, the partnership has to be a true partnership where we understand each other, where we have trust, we have communication, we have shared goals, we have problem solving, and we have long-term thinking. So it seems like you had quite a few of those at least in this last conversation, right?
Yeah, we're doing good right now.
Okay. Well, keep us updated on this. But and these things came on the fly. These things right here that these just came on the fly. Just basically conversation that Tiffany and I are having about like communication, and I brought up partnership.
Yeah.
What does that really mean? Do we all really know what that even means? Okay, so we throw out that term. I think we throw it out loosely because we think because we go to a conference and all that stuff, and we kumbaya, and we meet 5 minutes with somebody, and now we're we're in this potential partnership. Well,
Right.
there's other things that come along with this partnership. Okay, so
Right.
what are those things? Those 5 things that I just put up there. That's, do we trust each other enough to share all the information? Are we asking enough questions? That there's the communication part. Do we have shared goals? Everyone should have shared goals. We want you to be successful in the hotel. We want the hotel to do well as well, right? We want our group to be great, have a great experience, but we want your staff to have a great experience too, and we want you guys to make money because that's what you're there to do.
Yeah.
Problem solving. Things do come up. Okay, things will come up. How do we get together? Are we willing to get together? Both sides get together and come up with something. And then long-term thinking. And this is one thing that I always say, that we don't follow up enough, meaning the hotel people. We don't follow up enough after the event is over. Okay, do we follow up, or we just like move on to the next? And I always say this is that as a salesperson or as a former director, former salesperson, I'm always trying to get that piece of business to rebook. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't need to get new business that's never been in that hotel before. I want to rebook what's been here. They know the program. We build that trust, communication, share goals, problem solving, long-term thinking. Why do I want to go out and find something else?
I know that's right. I know.
You know what I mean? I know we sometimes we do have to, but I'm saying let's take care of the stuff that's been here, that knows our property, that knows me, that knows us. Let's make sure we're asking for that business to rebook. Okay, that's where a true partnership comes in. A partnership comes in when you have when you get multiple bookings from the same group. That's a true partnership because all those 5 items are there. Okay, so just think about it. Are you not willing to do that? And that's why we keep going after new business over and over again. Is that it? I don't know. I mean,
it's crazy to think about that, because I mean, do you really want to do more work than you have to? And from the planner standpoint, when I tell you, I love to come to a repeat location and work with the sales manager when the communication is great. The communication starts with same programs last year. Yup. Same setup. Yup. And I know it's going to be taken care of. I know you were there last year. Things went without a hitch. Hey, we're doing it this year. Yada, yada. Let's compare. And I know I'm good. So why wouldn't you go out and secure that business over your competitor, over someone down the street?
I don't get it, but I'm glad you brought that up. So that was a good topic.
Yeah,
that was a good topic. Yeah. Okay, what else? Okay, what else? Don't get quiet now.
I know. I was like,
you on a roll, lady.
I know. Yeah, now I'm like lost because I was going to bring something up. Oh, this is like a bring up. Do you remember when I text you? When I last text you?
Hold on. Let's see. I don't.
I have an update on that.
Let's see.
I'm gonna give them another chance.
About CVent? Okay.
So basically, I'm in a crunch. I'm
tell her, okay, back up before you got to tell a story about CVent. I mean, you don't use it and okay.
I don't use CVent.
You can't just throw it out there. You have to, give us some background.
I was gonna set it up, but So long story short, I don't use CVent. But I was in a crutch and I was looking for a locations, needed to confirm, and nobody was getting back to me. And I told you that, do a lot of Marriott. We have an account rep and they usually connect us, but there's been a lag of when I get connected. And it's been like a week and a half. So I try CVent, and then as soon as I submit it, I think I texted
you. Saying your Marriott person dropped the ball? Is that what you're saying?
No. So Actually, my Marriott account rep is on vacation.
Oh, well, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so it's not.
We all need a
Yeah, it's
break,
not like
but
they're.
someone else is going to take over for that person while they're gone? Obviously
Yeah,
not. Okay, keep
yeah,
going.
exactly.
All right.
So yeah, I gave Cvent a chance because you're always hounding me about why don't you use Cvent? And I said it's something about it that I just don't like. And I sent that request, and I immediately texted you said I still don't like it. I think it's a lot of like promoted ads and it's clunky and I don't know. But I did send
I don't know what the heck you're looking at.
Well, okay, but that's my interface. I'm telling you. Well, it's free. I use the free version. Do you pay?
I use the free version too.
Okay, well, my version has ads and promotions, and I literally searched what I entered the property that I wanted, and it was not the first one to come up. That's how much I'm like, okay, this is not for me because they have the little promoted locations first, and so the location that I searched for was like third or fourth. I don't like that.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. So Tiffany texts me on Thursday at 4:51 p.m. It says, "Okay, I attempted to use Cvent, and I still don't like it. Too many promoted listings and suggestions that don't fit my criteria." I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, then yeah, I guess you get easily
Okay.
distracted.
Well, then that's what it is. So
But
you've been using it forever.
listen, hold, back up, stop, calm down, relax. Okay, so when I go into Cvent, I just go right into Cvent. I'm not looking for all the promotions. I'm looking at what I need to do. I'm not looking for promotions. I'm looking at I'm gonna create an RFP. Okay, I create an RFP first, then I go to the where I'm looking for the hotels. I mean, that is pretty
So
simple.
I
It's like
did create an
5 minutes.
RFP, select locations, and then when it comes up, when you do a search, it gives you a whole list. So if you just do a city, it's good, and you don't do specialize, it comes up with like 200 locations. So I get it. Of course you want to specify. So I'll give you a specific example. I'm looking at LAX. I put in LAX because I'm having trouble with these
You should
California
have called
properties.
me. First of all, you should have called me and I would
Well,
told you.
we've already been talking. I get it. I put in LAX. Why did Newport Beach come up?
Okay, but
No,
that's not LAX.
Exactly, but
So
because I'm
off of
just
that
starting.
one little goofy thing, you're like, I hate Steven.
No. That's just goofy thing number one. Okay.
Keep
And
going.
then two, I went LAX Marriott and LAX Westin. I put in LAX Marriott. So the search, put it in specifically, and it came up as like the fourth listing. It came up, such and such is promoted. And then I go and click on LAX, and then it says it has like some suggestions, and so it has properties below that don't meet my criteria, and that's why I send you that text. And then it said, do you want to include your CVB? Do you want to do that? And I'm like, no. So I usually do specific properties, 1 to 3 specific properties, and I just don't need the extra, and I think that's what turns me off. But anyway, all right, I do want to take that back. I don't hate Cvent. I don't dislike it because I sent you that text, like you said, Thursday at 4 p.m. And by Friday morning, I had my request. I had diagrams. I had, here's what a suggested setup would be. And so now I'm getting more criteria. Well, not criteria. I'm getting more information using Cvent than I was with my account rep person, because I've been telling you, like, the person will reply back and be like, yeah, we're available. Yeah, what? So that was Cvent. I got my quote. I got my F&B guarantee. I got my answers to my RFP. I've got people.
So you understand it now more.
So and that was my point. I wanted to talk about live that I take it back. I take my text back and give you an update that I don't hate CVent anymore.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, because you actually took time to figure it out and see that
Well,
all
and
the other
that's
stuff is not. It's just. I mean, it's always going to be on any site you use like that. There's going to be some type of noise. But you have to just go through it. Just forget it. I mean, I'm just looking at it right now. I just look at it right now, and I
okay.
typed in LAX, and the first hotels that pop up
Uh-huh.
are the Biltmore, okay, because they're promoted. The Biltmore is not downtown. I mean, the
Okay.
Biltmore is downtown. It's not LAX,
Okay.
but all the other ones say, you know, LAX next to them or whatever. So yeah, so the Marriott, the Hilton, the Hyatt, you know, all those are LAX, and then it's going to show some things that are close to it, like Marina Del Rey Tourism. I mean, that's close to LAX, but you're not interested in that.
Sure.
So you just ignore it. The Sheraton, Gateway,
But
Sonesta,
you know,
newly remodeled. You know
look
what I
how
mean?
easily you did that because you know LAX area. As someone looking in, there's just it's just too much. Give
But it
me
says
what's in.
LAX. It says LAX property. You know, property. It says LAX Airport or LAX or Los Angeles International Airport. That's what it says next to the property. So,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
another thing that we should do is plan. Okay, no, I guess everybody doesn't do this because everybody's
Uh-huh.
not a big Chat GPT fan like I am. But what I'll do even before, if I'm not familiar with a destination or a location, just like say LAX, based on my criteria, I will put in a prompt for my assistant, say, hey, I'm looking for properties that can do whatever 50 people at LAX area. um you know, give me those hotels, give me 5 top hotels that you recommend. Boom, for a group, whatever. Boom, it'll give me those 5. Then I know that, okay, it's giving me these 5. That's the 5 that I'm looking for on CVent. I'm not looking
Mm-hmm.
for anything else. I'm looking for those 5 that it gave me. Okay, then I'm gonna click, 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 click. I'm always gonna copy my CVB. So you know, so if that's LA CVB, I'm always gonna copy them. Click, boom, done. Okay, so I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, there's noise out there, but you got we as planners have to be focused as well, right? We got to be focused on what am I trying to do, because I got other shit I get to worry about too, right?
Right. Right.
So I'm just gonna focus on that, and I'm gonna use other tools before I get there. So is it the
Right.
end all be all? No, it's not, but it helps me get to where I need to be, and Steven has never failed me yet. So
Well, yeah, and you do it quite often, and I get what parameters to put in there.
yeah, yeah.
I yeah. I mean, hey, I'm saying kudos. I'm giving you your
No,
things.
don't give it to me. Give it to CVent.
Well, I did. I said I don't hate Steven anymore, and I said and I'm
They
saying
ain't
I
paying
agree
me.
with you.
So okay, now if they were paying me, then okay.
And speaking of which, so we're talking about CVent. They have their conferences this week. Have you seen that? All the noise on the LinkedIn. People are flying into Nashville for CVent Connect. Surprised you don't do that. You're such a big CVent fan. But
I don't need to go to no fee event. I don't need to go.
it's
To
just
no
another way for I mean, I see
event.
some of my favorite peeps going, so I did feel a little bit of FOMO.
Oh, of course you did. I'm surprised you're not going just because
Just
it's a trip.
because be
Just
mad
because
and
it's
just
a
sit there
trip.
and CVent.
Just
They're like, "What are
because
you
it's a
here
trip.
for? What's CVent education?" Oh no, I'm just here to beat up my people.
Yeah, exactly. Tell them how CVent sucks, how it never
Beat up
doesn't do
people.
anything for me. Yeah.
No. But
Gotcha.
I do like the output, so I will take it back. But at the same time, there are other tools and things. Point is, as as planners, we don't use the typical tools that a non-planner would use. And you made a point about using ChatGPT as not as the end all be all, but as a supplement.
A supplement,
You
correct. I
know,
like that. I like
and that's what you get. You get when you book a planner, you get that expertise. You get someone who knows how to really hone
Oh,
in on that sourcing.
you had to throw a little plug in there for
I did.
yourself, huh?
No, I'm saying, well, we both source, so
Miss
it's like,
Tiffany had
why
to
are we
throw
talking?
a
We both do this.
plug. Yeah,
So
no, ain't
yeah,
nothing wrong with plug. Ain't nothing about throwing a plug in there. Nothing wrong
yeah.
with that at all. I
I
like
mean,
that. I like that. Hey,
Leave
we're
it,
on
leave it to
today
the
is
professionals.
Monday. Hold on one second, Tiffany. Let me talk. Okay. Hey, we're on. This is the daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. We do this or Tiffany and I do this every Monday, but the daily check-in comes on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But Mondays are devoted to Miss Tiffany. She comes on with her insights, and we've been talking a little bit about partnerships and Cvent and something that she was not a big fan of, but for whatever reason now she's like, praising, Cvent today at least. Tomorrow will be something
Yeah,
else.
exactly.
So thank everyone that's on or made comments. Thank you, Roger, for making your comments. I see a couple people over here on IG. I see Marsha, and I see P. Is that Pihu? Pihu? Batros? I maybe I'm saying that right. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. I don't know. But thank you so much for being over there. And make your comments. Feel free to make comments. Now, for people on the outside, I always let people know that, we talk about tools that we use as planners and that hotel people use, and that's Cvents. You don't need to know about that. All you need to know is that we use these tools, and if you need help finding that right location or that hotel, if you need a professional to help you find, to get through the noise of all this hotel stuff, because there's still people out there that are making phone calls to hotels. Okay. So this, the tool that we use, we don't have to make a phone call to anybody. We just basically, it goes through, I guess, email or whatever, but we can fill out one RFP, request for a proposal, and we can send it to as many hotels as well. You want to limit it to 10 or less. I would say
Yeah, I agree.
too many of that. I try to keep it around 8, but sometimes I do go a little higher, depending on if I'm looking at multiple destinations as well. So it just depends. But I always copy my CVB rep also. Okay, so that's a thing that was not always a tool on Cvent where you had an option to copy them on there, meaning they get a copy of it too. They know that you're sourcing this particular destination, whatever. And sometimes they'll actually pick up the phone or they'll email you, hey, I got your RFP. Thank you so much, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And, sometimes these are people that, you worked with before, or maybe they moved around and maybe you never sourced this destination before, and they get
Right.
excited about it. So they'll send you a message or whatever. And I love that. I love that when I send things, especially from LA, because I don't source LA a lot. And I love when someone from LA tourism reaches out and say, hey, got your lead. Thank you so much. Let me know if I can help you. Blah, 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 blah. Boom. Okay.
CVBs are like that secret sauce too, where they can help kind of massage some of those locations, because they'll be like, well, let me just tell you, so and so will be renovating next month, so just to let you
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Because that doesn't come up when they respond to the RFP.
Yes.
It
No.
says, hey, we're available, we have your dates. And then later down the line, you're like, well, we are renovating such and such. So
Yeah.
CVBs have that inside knowledge, and they're not, for the most part, they're not supposed to be swaying you to one property or the other. They're supposed to be very impartial.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and destination driven. And
That's
they'll tell you too, who's all in that city during that time. Is there a big conference or convention going on? Hey, this is why your rates are high, because we have this and this going on.
Yeah.
So I had to learn about that, because I got like a slap on the wrist by, not, oh, do you use your CVBs? I'm like, no. They're like, oh, this, you're missing out on this and this and this. So yeah, now I definitely get
exactly. You got to use it. And then there's sometimes rebates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You would not know about unless you went through them, right? So there's certain criteria that you have to meet, but you won't know unless you let them know that, hey, I'm interested in having a group in your destination. Like, oh, we got this rebate. All you got to do this and do that, reach this or reach that. Because I've had several groups that have gotten rebates and they use it to whatever they want to use it. I mean, that's up to them just to offset the cost of whatever transportation or meals or whatever. That's up to them.
And you know what? Sometimes that can make or break whether we go to that particular destination. There was one destination that had a incentive where it was free private transportation from the airport and back. I was like,
Mm.
oh, okay,
Wow.
that was attractive.
That's
So,
huge. That's huge.
yeah. I mean, why not use them?
Yeah, yeah, why not use them? And it's funny, it's the smaller destinations that have the what I found, the smaller destinations have more robust rebates or things like that. I don't know why that is, but I mean your Greenville, South Carolinas, your what's the other one in Iowa? Damn it, I can't think of it now.
In
Cedar
Iowa?
Rapids,
Okay,
Cedar
yeah.
Rapids in Iowa, they would have rebates that some of these bigger ones, Tucson, they have rebates. So, well, they did. I don't know if they do now, but I mean,
Right.
this is when I booked something there. So yeah, so it just depends. But if you don't, include them in on the RFP, you'll never know. So
Right.
make sure you include them as well. And those are things that, like I said, if you're a novice and you don't deal with this on a daily basis, those are things that we know. Okay. So, don't even worry about that. Just reach out to us and we'll make it happen for you.
Work with a professional.
Work with a professional. That sounds wonderful. I love that.
Absolutely.
I love it. Okay. So what else going on? What's going on in Chicago? How's the weather in Chicago?
Well, Chicago's great. We are going to start a heat wave.
Heat wave.
Starting tomorrow, it's going to be like 90 degrees for the rest of the week.
You be fanning.
But you know what? We're not complaining.
Where fans at? Huh?
We can't complain because we complain like 9 months out of the year how cold it is. It's 90 degrees. Deal with it. It's fine.
Oh man.
Be fine.
Okay.
What do I have? Oh, I have your favorite thing, Russell. I have a boat of it that I am attending. I'm not organizing it.
Oh my God. Hopefully you're going to be on a boat.
So I'm going to be on the big boat. There's no jumping off. There's no going in the water. It's one of those. So it's Spirit of Chicago. So one of the big ones out of Navy Pier. Like the dinner cruises and things. Yeah.
Okay. Just keep your butt on the boat downstairs where, ain't no risk of, falling over.
No, there's no falling overboard. There's no swimming.
Okay, good.
But I've worked with them in the past to do some, client events, team events. They're such an easy thing to book because basically, you show up, the food's included, people at the bars there, and the venue and the atmosphere is already built in. Go hang out on the boat. Go look at, the scenery. The only thing that gets me a little bit stressed is you better be your butt there before it pulls away. So I remember I did one when I was at United. I did one of their team events, and it was you got to be here at this time, and I was right there checking everybody off, and everybody made it, but I was just like, do not be late. Whatever you did, don't be late. What I say, but don't be late. And then you give them a time earlier than needed. But other than that, it's such an easy event venue, and especially this time of year. And they're pretty much anywhere. I mean, you can book a boat, you can go book a boat tour in LA, Boston, anywhere where there's water. So
yes, you can.
Easy event.
Yes, you can. I don't necessarily have to be on them, but every now and then I'm like,
not your thing.
Nice. Not really, but I mean, if it's depending on the group, it depends on the group too.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
I don't want to be just on the water with just anybody. Okay.
So. Yeah. And we don't have to be on the water all day because I consulted with someone and they were like, well, we could do 4 hours. No. We're not doing 4 hours. 4 hours is, I think, hanging out, with people hanging out with your friends. But 4 hours with people you don't know, nope.
Yes.
That's rather too long.
Yes.
So,
yes. An hour and a half. Remember, where were we? We were in in Toledo?
Yes. Last year?
Yeah.
That wasn't bad. How long was that?
No, I guess I brought that up because that was not a bad one. It was maybe an hour, maybe up and back 30, 40
Well,
minutes up
because
and back,
yeah.
something like that.
And then
So
anything more than that would have been like, okay, what are we doing? Because there
yeah,
wasn't
and
really a
there
whole
was
lot of
no
scenery.
food. I don't remember there being any drinks on there either.
Oh my gosh, right. Didn't we just, was there like a ferry? What did we just go like up and down? Because there wasn't really any scenery. It was just.
Well, they're pointing out how I don't remember houses.
Using houses.
Yeah,
No,
those are
like
nice houses. Like,
when you book like in Florida, you see, Millionaires Row, and that's kind of cool. But yeah,
yeah, I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
we don't need more than a couple hours.
yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was all right. It was okay. I mean, I'd never been on the whatever. I don't remember what river that was in Toledo, but
Yeah.
But no, it was interesting. It was nice. It was
Okay.
a little, history or whatever. So there you go. So yeah, but no, I don't have to be on every boat. I don't need to. If that's the activity for the day, the other choices must be really bad for me to pick the boat. Okay.
Well, what were the choices last year that you picked?
I don't want to shop either. I'd rather be on the boat than shopping. Okay, so
yeah,
I'm not doing that, and I don't need to be walking. Oh, we're doing
a
a
walking tour.
tour.
Like, nah, I can do that on my own on the way to the coffee shop. No walking tour.
So yeah, that was
right.
the boat was probably the lesser of the two evils.
Yeah, or there's like pool day, but I don't think that place had a pool.
Pool day. I got a pool here that I don't get in. So now all of a sudden I'm gonna go somewhere else and I'm gonna be laying by the pool. No.
Well, you make a good point of the variety of activities depending on the person. Are you the adventurous person? Are you the, the water person? Are you the I'm gonna just chill, get some work done person?
Yes, chill.
And they all should be conducive to networking. So I mean, if we're on a boat, we can't help but talk to each other.
yeah, that's true. That's true. And that is a good way to get to know someone a little better, to be on the boat for an hour and a half where you can't move too much. So yeah, so no, those are good. And if there's a excursion where you can see, if it's not too much walking, I'll do that downtown, whatever. I've done those before, like a tour.
Yeah.
But that was only because I was interested in that destination. I was really interested in that destination.
That's true.
Okay, I can do this. But it was a tour where the bus would take you. You didn't necessarily walk everywhere.
Not a walking tour.
You were walking everywhere.
Yeah.
So
again, though, you have to assess what the goals and needs are, because even on a walking tour, how are you networking? You're too busy. The tour guide's all in your face, and you're not really getting that conversation. So
you are right.
Yeah. So yeah, something to know about. If only you knew a professional planner that could help you make those decisions. Okay, so that's my last plug.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. Good.
But yeah. So that's pretty much my my week. I've told you, Russell, it's a quiet July. What I've been doing is noticing that everybody else is out. So I see people that are heading to CVent Connect, and then I saw a few people that were at Smart Meetings last week at the in Virginia, and I was like, was it DC? Same area, right?
DC, Virginia, yeah, kind of.
Yeah. So I've been looking at people going, but it's a quiet July.
Okay, now did you sign up? Get your flight information for? It's the one that's in Burlingame. What is that? That's a North Star.
In California.
Yeah,
no,
did you do that?
Did you?
Yeah, I'm set. My girl Michelle took care. My girl Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Took care of everything. Okay.
No, I have not. I need to follow up. So I was waiting for someone to follow up with me, but I think I need to follow up because I got an email saying to hold off.
But did you get information about going to the FAM, the pre-FAM?
No, that's what I was waiting on. So I'm like, oh, maybe I guess I need to follow up.
Yeah, probably so.
So that'll be on my list for this week. But yeah, heading to California, and that's a good one because I don't think I've ever been to a California specific show. Usually I'll go to West,
okay,
where it'll have California, Arizona, Oregon, so a lot of the West destinations. But this one is specifically for California, which I think is good for me in getting some insight between LA, LAX, LA area, and others. So I'm looking forward to this. This is more of that knowledgeable show. Yeah.
Yes, I am as well. So that should be, yeah. I'm set. I'm
You're
set. I'm
good.
ready to
You're
go.
set and ready.
Set and ready.
And aren't we staying like by the airport? So it's like so.
It's in Burlingame, which is by
Yeah,
the
yeah,
airport.
yeah.
Yes.
It's yeah.
Okay.
Which,
You got a problem with that?
no, I'm just curious about like how by the airport, because I remember doing a site tour at the Grand Hyatt, and I'm telling you, you just walk to you just walk to the terminal, and I'm like, this is very convenient if you.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that convenient.
It's very convenient if you were doing like I'm just gonna fly in, fly back out. It's very convenient. You literally walk. I mean, from there, the entrance, it's like, oh, this is where the airport is. That's cool. So I'm just curious about this location. I wonder if you have to like get on a shuttle or something, or you could just walk over.
We'll find out, Miss Tiffany.
Yeah.
We'll find out. So I'm looking forward to that. So other than that, I was out. What time is it? We only got 4 minutes for the top of the hour. But we did get on here late. Well, you got on late. I was in Sacramento last week.
Oh yeah.
Stayed at the Residence Inn in Rancho Cordova. Now you were doing weren't you trying to do the fam trip, the Rancho Cordova fam trip, which is
no, I did it 2 years ago.
Oh, you did it. You did
Yeah.
it. Okay. So this hotel, this is a Residence Inn. It's in Rancho Cordova.
Okay,
So
how was that?
That's where I stayed. It was all right. It's Residence Inn. I mean, it was nice. It served the purpose. Okay, so we were there because it's not too far from Cal State, Sacramento, University there. So and it's a Marriott property, and we typically choose Marriott properties because of the points. So yeah, it worked out. It worked out. It was nice. It was easy in and easy out. Free parking, all that kind of stuff. So you can't beat that. It was in a business.
Free breakfast, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they still have they got the breakfast. Yeah. I had some oatmeal. Hey, can't beat the oatmeal. You can't mess up oatmeal. I don't think you can.
What? You can definitely mess up oatmeal if you do not put enough water and it's dry.
It was good.
Okay, this was good oatmeal. Okay,
it was fine. No, so I'm not concentrating on the negative. Okay, it was good stuff. Okay.
It was like I've had some bad oatmeal. Okay, good.
It was good, but
okay, so Sacramento, that was good.
Yeah. Did a road trip, so no flying, just did a road trip.
So how far was that? Like how long
Sacramento from here. Well, there's a lot of traffic getting out of LA, but typically it's about 6 hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, so it wasn't a bad drive. So, but it was cool. It was cool. Okay. We did what we needed to do, and then we came back on Friday. So that we left on Wednesday. Yeah, left Wednesday afternoon, late afternoon, and then came back on Friday morning. Yeah. So yeah, it was good. It was good. So yeah. So there you go.
Got on the horizon. So we wrap up. What do we got for the week?
There's a couple follow-ups. Well, the group I'm still working on, but now this information has been given to the client. The client has to, and I always tell the client, like, hey, the whole until you sign a contract, that space is still available for someone else to come in and sign.
Yep.
To get it. Okay. So I always tell every client, I mean, timing is important, or, I understand that some organizations, they have to get approval and, from, the board or your boss and all that kind of stuff. But, make sure you put a fire under them, because you don't have the space until that space has been signed for. And that's the issue that we're dealing with now. So
and the rates,
Yeah, I mean, locking the rates, locking the space. So
locking the rates and space.
Exactly. So if you haven't done that, then we may have to start this exercise all over again. So
and then you might get upset with that wasn't the price you quoted me 2 months ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This program, this one program is in December. It's like the first week of December.
Oh,
So
okay.
so they may have a little time, but I mean, but you never know. You just never know.
Right.
You never know. So but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah,
Lock it in.
so follow up with that, and there's some other stuff, but that's, I'm trying to do more. I need some what am I trying to say? I need some sponsorships. So yeah.
Another plug.
So I'm working on that too. So
Gotcha.
I'm working on all kind of stuff, all kind of stuff. So it'll be a busy week. It'll be a busy
Busy
week.
week. Got
Yes,
it.
sir. What about you? Any
Oh,
lunches? Any?
I told you my happy hour boat on the Spirit of
Oh, okay.
Chicago.
Okay. Well, stay. Be
Um,
safe. Stay away from the water.
there's a preview. I will say, so what are we? It's in July. Um, so some of these hotels and venues need to start working on their fall previews, and I've had a couple of invites to that. Because you want to preview it before you lock in the fall business. You can't do, hey, we're having a fall preview and it's September, October. Like, but you missed you missed the booking opportunity. So July is a good time for that. I have a Teneo show next week, so there's going to be some properties that usually it's like the luxury and high end hotels will be in town,
Hmm.
and other than that, kind of locking down some of these contracts this week.
Okay. You still working on your project?
I am. I
Okay.
am. I
Okay.
know. I know.
That sounds like an offline conversation.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
Okay.
let's offline this because I think I
Because
keep
yeah,
I keep second guessing my dates.
oh my God.
I
Anyway.
know. I
Okay.
know. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, anyway, okay, very good. All right, we're out of time. So thank you so much for joining this daily check-in. Remember, daily check-in with Tiffany is on every Monday. We try to get it around 9 o'clock, but Tiffany's always late for whatever reason. That's just how
Russell,
she is.
really?
You are always late. But
No, don't
anyway,
do me.
that's okay. That's
Don't do me
okay.
like that.
And then I do a daily check-in Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I don't have a time on mine, so I'm never late. Okay, so I don't have a time on daily
Oh,
check-in. But
convenient.
on Tuesdays, I do on air with Russell of Hotels, and I think this week's show would be 352, if I'm not mistaken. 352. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I have a topic already set up, but I don't remember what it was. But I just know I already have it. It has to do with AI, though. It has something to do with AI. Has something to do with AI. In fact,
Okay.
let me see.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see. I think I have it here somewhere. What is that topic? What is the topic? I did one that had to do with. Oh, this is not the one I'm doing tomorrow, but I did this one already. It had what's more valuable, being consistent in your posting or your follower count.
Oh, I think I know the answer to that. So when's that? Tomorrow?
No, I did that one already. So go
Oh.
back and look on
Oh.
LinkedIn, and it's there. Okay, I did that one already. See, that just tells me you're not on up to date on
Okay.
stuff.
All right.
Um, Three things that are missing when it comes to being discoverable by AI.
Mm.
That's tomorrow's. Okay. So it has to do with hotels or maybe even destinations because AI AI only works like say when we were talking about CVent, right?
Hmm.
Where you typing in, I said before I get the CVent, if it's a destination I've never been to, I'm going to type in certain things and ask for hotels that meet this particular criteria. But if you're like about page and all this stuff on your website and all this stuff is not robust, meaning there's not enough information, AI is not going to pull from that. It's not going to pull your particular property unless you
Hmm.
have the information that I asked for, right? So it has to be robust. You just can't. Gone are the days that we have a pool. Okay, big deal. All right, you got a pool. What do you need? What's next to you? Are there amusement parks next to you?
All
Are
right.
you right off the freeway? Are you
Are you walkable?
accessible?
Are you?
Are
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
walkable?
Yes.
There you
Yep.
go. All
Yep.
those things matter. So we have to
Mm.
make sure because AI scans all the information, even postings that are about your hotel. If you're posting, if other people are posting, It all matters. That's where it pulls from. So, be
Okay.
in charge of what's important to your hotel. So that I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. So it's three things. It's gonna be a quick thing. So, but bottom line, three things hotels are missing when it comes to being discoverable on AI. So,
That's good.
boom,
That's juicy. All right.
boom. That's
Okay.
what I'm doing. Okay, I don't know what everybody else is doing, but that's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyway,
Good
that is
stuff.
it. That's it. That's what's up, right?
Yep.
All right. Anyway, call me and then so I can ask you while
So
it's
you could,
fresh on my
I
mind.
don't know. I'm only
No,
calling you if you're not going to be
call me right now, Tiffany, so we can talk about this.
in a
Anyway, you
nice
guys have a
way.
great day. Thank you guys so much for joining this daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. Tiffany is on every Monday, like I said, so make sure you guys check it out. We were live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. What else did I miss? Did I miss LinkedIn? Did I say LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram? There you go, Instagram, and I think I was on TikTok too. So there you
Oh,
go.
yeah. Okay.